Hey, are you working 9 to 5 but still dreaming big, man? I got you. Just still dreaming about that side hustle, how I'm going to make it happen, how I'm going to do this, how much time do I have? That's what we're going to talk about today. That's a huge thing to overcome, mostly mentally. I had to change the way I looked at that. Instead of looking at it as a struggle, I had to look at it as a new challenge. So, we're all in the same boat here. If we're working 9 to 5, most likely, and if we're looking for trying to build a side hustle or a second form, a passive income stream, another income stream, we're all doing it for a couple of reasons, mostly for financial freedom, time freedom, flexibility, or to pursue another passion or desire, that would take us away, from our full-time job, and also just to be job optional. Or if you're like me, you're still going to keep working, but you want another income stream. So I'm going to give you 4 tips to make those dreams, work towards those dreams coming true, even though you still have a full-time job. Why? Because this here channel is dedicated to folks just like me, maybe you yourself, that are eager to create those passive income streams. We're beginners in the digital space. We're looking to earn and implement strategies to eventually replace our traditional jobs and become job optional. These individuals like myself seek guidance, support, and a clear, simplified path to becoming successful digital entrepreneurs. So let's go, guys. Tip number one, use your evenings and weekends wisely. So we're going to just talk about how we can do that, how we can optimize, because those little increments of time, even though you don't think 20 minutes, a half an hour is anything that's going to move that needle for you to get you closer to where you want to be, you're wrong. Those increments, once compounded weekly, they can become gold mines. Because let's say you just spent a half an hour, maybe 15 here, morning, 15 at night, half an hour each day. By the time the end Sunday comes, if you started on Monday, that's several hours that you've put towards that business. Now, realistically, if you try to carve out 3 to 4 hours a day and 1 day a week to do it, probably not going to happen. If you're like me, you're working, you're shopping, exercising, food prep, all the other stuff you got to do, all the other running around you got to do. So just know that consistency builds momentum, and it matters because this is what this requires. This is what, if you have a 9 to 5 job and you're trying to work a side hustle, you got to get real. You got to be consistent. It compounds over time, and that's what you have to tell yourself and think about. So you want to create a schedule that has a few minutes each day, half an hour, or whatever you can squeeze in to learn new income producing skills. That's what you need here. I didn't know that I needed to build a new skill set to become a digital entrepreneur or have an online business. So just know that these efforts, even if it's 15, 20 minutes each day, they will snowball. And by the end of the month, you would have had made significant progress towards your goal. You got to be careful with wasted time. So a lot of times people spend their free time on activities like TV, social media, or doing what we call avoidance behaviors. So anything else but those income producing activities or learning the skill set, right? Relaxation is important, but sometimes too much, you could utilize some of the time, that downtime, to repurpose it for building your dream. So just identify maybe some of the things during the day that are kind of, sucking time away from you. It doesn't mean that, you've got to sacrifice entertainment. Just be mindful of balancing downtime with growth-oriented, tasks. So for me, scheduling time to go through this course, this business development course, teaching you the automations you need to have these things working for you in the background while you're working, the 9 to 5. And this matters because, you got to learn a new skill set. Same thing like if you would to go get a job in a totally different field, you would have to learn a new skill set. So you do have to be committed to dedicating some time outside of that 9 to 5 to develop the skills faster. So what I did is, utilize that after hour, or sometimes in the morning or after hours or on the weekends, to carve out that time to the new adventure. And the thing you got to do is just to get buy-in from your family. Share your goal with them. Share your dream. Just say, hey, this is what, this is where I'm going. This is where I'm at, guys. This is where we're at. This is where I'm at. This is where we're going, where I'm going, and this is how we're going to get there. So sharing that, what your ultimate goal is, you will find that you will have that support that you need, and instead of feeling like you're taking away, from that time. So another thing you want to do too is reconfirm or let them know that, hey, mom's not quitting her job. I'm not just going to go in and give my boss my notice, right? And just say, okay, I'm all in with this digital marketing. Now, in the past, with other network marketing or affiliate marketing, I was told that on numerous occasions, well, Toni, you're not having enough success because, you're not all in. Well, what do you mean I'm not all in? Well, you're still working your 9-to-5 job, right? Yes. And that was a huge turnoff. Because I didn't have the confidence in what I was doing, because I didn't have that skill set. And they certainly were not offering me the information, the skills that I needed to develop to have these automations set up for me 24/7 while I was working my other job, my 9-to-5 job. So that was a big turnoff here. With doing it that way. I'm sorry, just kind of, had a little flashback on a couple of things that just kind of drove that point home. But that was one of the reasons why I got away from network marketing or affiliate marketing, because that's pretty much, if you're going to be all in, that's what they think all in is. So, you want to make sure that you're being realistic, and never was the course that I went through to learn all these, that new skill set that I'm referring to, not once ever suggested that at all. In fact, it encouraged us to just be realistic. This business building takes time. It's not going to happen overnight, but just by consistency alone, you will definitely get there. So the other thing too that I appreciated about this course that I'm speaking of, as far as utilizing time efficiently, everything is broken down into modules and sections. So I was able to really create a timeline, just like, okay, Toni, when do you want to go live with your YouTube channel? What do you got to do to get there? And just reverse engineering. Okay, there's so many modules, there's so many sections. If I do X amount a week, so much a day, okay, yeah, I can see myself getting there, and then now that that's all set up, my focus is batch creation. So researching video topics that provide resources and solutions to my niche or my target market. So I do a lot of that on the weekend. You probably see some of my videos. I'm wearing the same shirt. That's because I am making videos one after the other on a Sunday afternoon, and just taking out that time instead of sitting out there with my husband and watching music videos, which we totally love. I'm going to join him. Don't get me twisted. When I get done here, I'm going to go out there, probably crack an adult beverage, and we'll enjoy the rest of the afternoon. It's all good, but he already knows what I'm doing. He knows why I'm doing it. So, it's all good. And again, just, you don't want to, that's one way of avoiding burnout, if you have that goal set. So I know once I get this done, I can go have fun for sure. And the previous video, I think from the other day, I talked about avoiding burnout, prioritizing time, self-care. That's really important too. So, it's super easy as far as once you get that schedule set up and you start going through the course, you're going to see, it's really not that bad. The course is set up so it's kind of like looking over somebody's shoulder, where you see it and then you implement it, see it, implement. And that's what I did. And if I didn't understand something, I'd go back, rewatch the course. And if I still didn't understand something, well, I could just, reach out to my mentor, my coach, or join the community. Saturday school, Tuesday office hours, you're able to go on there and then ask questions and get all the support that you need. Number 2 is to set achievable step-by-step goals. So you want to, like we talked about earlier, break down that big dream into smaller actions, creating those SMART goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. I'm sure we've heard it a million times. You want to start with one small task every day. Just keep working at it every day, and then just progress and add to that once you move forward. And then you want to review regularly your goals. Say, hey man, is this going to work? Can I do more? Is it too much? And just kind of be, realistic. It's always adjusting. Everybody's situation is different. I can tell you what I did, which I've done and I have been, but everybody's is different. So this is kind of like a template for you to take and to use, on your own, and then you could make it work for you. Number 3 is to leverage online learning and resources. So that's exactly how I learned the skill set, was utilizing an online course, online business development course. And this is what I'm promoting. This is what I'm referring to, and this is what is changing my life and changing the lives of many, many people. So this is a course that's online. It's self-paced. You don't have anybody bugging you every week. How you doing? Why didn't you get it done? That's something you got to do. The community does encourage you and hold you somewhat accountable, but really in the end, it's all up to you. So, you want to be able to make sure that you're plugging into that information like I did. I had to make sure that I was committed to the course, became a student of the course, and then I coupled that with audiobooks. So the audiobooks for the mindset for myself helped. Ed Milet, I love that guy. I read Power of One. It's an awesome audiobook. And I listen to audiobooks while I'm doing chores, man. While I'm driving in the car, going to Trader Joe's, Stater Brothers, or whatever the heck, instead of rocking out, just take 15 or 20 minutes. You can get through probably a couple of chapters in an audiobook. Another great book for organization is The 12-Week Year. That's an awesome book. Really, really good book. And then the other one is Getting to Neutral. I think that was by Trevor Moab, I believe. But you can just research those 3 books and get, if you like to sit down and read, great. But audiobooks is a great time saver for folks like us. Maybe you have a commute. I work from home currently. I don't have the commute. But, when I'm in my car, going to the store, running errands, I do turn, my audiobooks on and able to consume this, which is really, 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 will really help your mindset. And Ed Milet does talk about digital marketing, business, so it's very, aligns perfectly with what our goals are too. Number 4, final one, surround yourself with a supportive community. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier, because success happens faster oftentimes when we're surrounded by like-minded, positive individuals who support our journey. There is so much negativity in the world today, so much negativity, maybe even at your job, and you've got to find a way to pump your own tires. You know what I mean? You've got to find a way to pick yourself up and to give you that push even when you don't feel like doing something. Someone once said, don't confuse what needs to be done with how you feel. And that was like so powerful with me. And every time I have a moment where I'm like, oh God, here, I got to do this or I got to do that, I try to remember that, especially in reference to my business. So the supportive community is available for you when you purchase the course. That's a benefit. You're able to get the mentoring and coaching that you need. That's so important. That's like the cherry on the top for me, man. Just awesome. And I have found success in my journey because of the support that I receive. So, the 4 tips again, guys. Number 1, let me scroll back up here, is use your evening and weekends wisely. We talked about that. Number 2, set achievable step-by-step goals. Don't just set a goal, just put down what you need to get there and then break it down. And you might have to break down those steps even more. Okay, and that'll really tell you if it's really achievable. Okay, number 3, leverage online learning and resource. This is the course. This is exactly what I did. This is exactly what I'm promoting. And this is exactly what I encourage new people who are getting in or interested in becoming an online marketer and having an online business in the digital marketing space. This is one and done for you. This is a done for you course that once you purchase it, you do get the rights to resell it and to offer that same opportunity to others. Or maybe you've got some fantastic idea that you've always wanted to put out there and promote. It's some sort of course or ebook or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Or a blog or a podcast even. Shows you exactly how to get that off the ground. Number 4, again, the community. Like, surround yourself with a supportive community. Who's doing that? Where are you going to find that? I had a hard time finding that extra help. I had a hard time finding that within this space, this online space, affiliate marketing, network marketing. You need to be around like-minded people, because it keeps you on track as far as your purpose. Because like anything else, this can become a grind. Life can become a grind. Your full-time job is a grind if you don't have the right mindset. So guys, if you want more tips and strategies on how to get that dream closer and closer, please go ahead and subscribe. You want to comment below. Maybe you've already got a dream or a side hustle that you're working for. I'd really like to hear about it. And then go ahead and check the description or there and click on my website. Learn a little bit more about the course. If it's something that, might help you get closer, I certainly would highly recommend it. Hey, you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you soon.